Growing up, Beth Bayman had a life of privilege.
I would say flat spoiled, actually.
She was passionate about horse riding and wanted to pursue it as a career, but her parents told her it could only be a hobby.
They wanted me to grow up and go to college and be a career woman. As an only child, I was used to getting what I wanted, and when I didn't get what I wanted, I went directly to the most drastic measure to get attention.
As a teen, she began to rebel against her parents by sneaking out, drinking, and cutting.
I think that it was a scream for attention. I was still very angry and very hurt that that the career choice that I wanted to go to was not taken seriously by my parents.
At 16, Beth continued to push the limits. One night, she was arrested for drunken driving. That's when her parents decided to send her off to boarding school. She graduated high school and started college, but she couldn't balance the books and her new drug habit.
There was a void to fill, and I filled it with the excitement of partying and drugs. And I started getting into LSD in college and lost my scholarship.
She didn't give up the nightlife. She met a man in a bar and fell in love. But she says he started to abuse her. Then Beth became pregnant. She says he pulled a knife out on her when he found out.
He denied being the father to the child, held the knife to my stomach, and said that he was going to gut me and the son that wasn't his.
Fearful of her boyfriend, she chose to have an abortion.
I remember at the clinic, the receptionist, I was crying, filling out the paperwork. And she said, "Honey, it's not going to hurt a bit. We'll take good care of you." And I looked at her and I said, "I'm not crying because I'm afraid it's going to hurt. I'm crying because of what I'm doing." I never really forgave myself for having that abortion.
She turned to methamphetamine to fill the emptiness and was instantly addicted. Despite the abuse, Beth married her boyfriend and gave birth to 2 children.
I had already decided that I was going to hell for having an abortion, and I figured I would be sterile for the rest of my life. So when I found out that I was pregnant, I was absolutely overjoyed.
She says after several years of abuse, she divorced her husband. Later, she met Jason and quit using meth, but the couple started abusing prescription drugs. Jason was drunk one night when he jumped out of a moving car after an argument with Beth. During his recovery, Jason repented, gave up drugs, and surrendered to God.
I picked up the Bible, I started reading it, and he started changing my heart. I would read a story out of the Bible, and it would speak to me, and then I would immediately come to her and I would show it to her.
He would just read me all kinds of different Bible stories and different scriptures, and then before you knew it, he turned on the Christian television. And then I was getting into it. And I said to him, "Jason, do you think that I'm going to hell for that abortion?" And he said, "You know, I don't think I'm the one to answer that. I think you need to write Jesus a letter." And I did.
With pen and paper, Beth poured out her heart to God.
I said to Jesus that I would like to ask for forgiveness for the abortion I had. And I said that I realized now why you went to the cross. And I could feel my heart responding to the words that I had written.
Beth realized the letter was more than words on a page.
I read it out loud, what I'd written, and that's when I realized what Jesus has done. I knew the meaning of the cross. I knew the meaning of forgiveness. If he could forgive me for killing my own little baby, and that's when it all became real.
She forgave her first husband. She says the hole in her heart is now filled with true love.
I found in Jesus everything that I had been searching for, chasing down boys, chasing down drugs, chasing down a party, chasing down company. Jesus has been my aha moment, my this is what I've been missing.
Today, Beth is drug-free. She's Jason's wife and a stay-at-home mother. She's thankful for God's forgiveness and a fresh start.
Anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new.